anime fans. It's Katie Cullen with FANVERSATION.com, and I'm here at Anime Expo 2022. Here's who I talked with today. I'm here with Robbie Daymond. How are you doing today?
I am doing so good. We're back at Anime Expo. Feels good, feels weird, but good and weird.
That's kind of everything nowadays when you go back to events. It's good, but also, what is life?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm enjoying it. It's nice to see a lot of familiar faces from the LA crowd, and yeah, I'm glad. It feels normal, feels good.
Any fun convention stories so far?
Oh man, I just enjoy meeting everybody. It's the same. I'm a dad now. I'd like double dadded since COVID happened, so like I'm definitely not out there on the con scene like hitting the raves or anything. You asked me if I went to a concert last night. I was like, no, I went to bed. But from 10 a.m. to like 7 p.m. when I'm meeting people and signing autographs, I'm always having a good time. Still my favorite part of the job is seeing all the fans. Yeah.
I have to know if you've made any dad jokes at the fans now. I gotta know.
Always. What's a good dad joke? Let's see. Why didn't the elephant pack a suitcase?
Because he already had a trunk.
That's the one. Cut this. I'm just kidding. Keep it.
I'm not cutting it. See, I thought it would be like, I'm hungry. Hi, hungry. I'm Robbie.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. I got to work on it. I'm a new dad. I'm sure I'll build some up over the years.
I'm sure there's got to be like a book somewhere or like a Twitter that's just a dad joke every day.
No, I want to make them up.
Well, I super believe in you.
Thank you. Oh, you're tuxedo mask now. Good. Believe in yourself. Oh, thank you.
I was actually going more for Gallivant. I super believe in you, Tad Cooper.
Yeah, that makes nice. So what else? So how have you been? What else is on your agenda? Are you here at AX all 4 days?
I am. Yes, it's day 3. Every day has felt like day 4, even though it's not, which is wild.
Correct. I already sound like I've been screaming at a football game for like the last 3 days, so it's good.
Cough drops, man. Cough drops will help.
Deal. I got you.
But yeah, speaking of convention, we had an announcement last night. It is the 5-year anniversary of A Silent Voice, and it's being re-released in theaters. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that blows me away. Silent Voice is maybe one of my all-time favorite projects I've ever worked on in the anime world. I love that film. So I did their panel, we talked about the announcement, and I took my dad and my mom to see it separately when it first came out in its theater run, and they just like loved it. And I think for anyone like looking for a soft entry into anime, don't start them off on One Piece. Don't make them make that commitment. It's a great show, but it's a big commitment. Have them watch a film, and I think A Silent Voice is a great one to start with. Yeah, so I'm really excited. I'll definitely be going and seeing it in both sub and dub, and yeah, I'm stoked about it.
I love hearing that about starter films, because usually it's the Miyazaki films that people foot push as starters. So I love hearing that about A Silent Voice.
What is Miyazaki anime? I'm just kidding. We're not going to get into it. Yeah. No, that's, Miyazaki's are, but also, they're beloved by adults, and I think a lot of them have some more mature themes, but they are kind of whimsical. They are kind of fantastical, and that's not always the easiest sell for an older adult. Like, not everybody grooves on fantasy the same way. Like, you ever meet that kind of person? It's like, I just can't get into sci-fi, or I just can't get into Lord of the Rings. As soon as the orcs come in, I'm out. So that's the thing about Silent Voice is, you don't have to be into that type of fantasy because it's just a slice of life film.
It's finding something to fit someone's genre preference and going from there.
Yeah, and I think it plays very much just more like a traditional movie. Yeah. Then you can start, cooking in the dragons and the magic and the isekai if you want to. Maybe they'll get into that. Yeah.
Then you can throw One Piece at them and see how that goes. You've seen a great movie.
Save One Piece.
Time for 1,000 episodes. A literal 1,000 episodes.
No.
One Piece is great, by the way. We just all understand it's big. It's big. It's daunting. I'm going to be a little self-indulgent here. Okay. I'm a critter, so I want to talk a little about your character in Critical Role.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to create Dorian Storm.
Sure.
A lot of characters that you play, they're already created. You're providing the voice. You got to build this guy from the ground up.
Yeah.
Tell me what went into that. What were your inspirations? What did you want to convey? And how did that change as gameplay went on?
Oh, well, I do love fantasy. So, and I've got some very specific tropes that I really enjoy. So I think he started like just the water started simmering with the idea of what kind of character I want to play. And I love the Royal Runaway trope. So that was something that I was really interested in from the start. And I was like, okay, I want to play with Royal Runaway. I love Strider and Aragorn. I love that type of trope. So then I just played a few sessions as other characters. So we did a bunch of session zeros where we played with different characters, figured out the chemistry of who was going to be on Exandria Unlimited, and I played a couple of Royal Runaways. I played a couple of rogues, and then I played this character that was kind of like strong but ineffectual, like had a hard time like clutching, you know, and then I really enjoyed that and the moments it created. So then I was like, well, what do I want to play? So I'm a musical guy, I'm boisterous, I'm kind of a jack of all trades type. So I was like, okay, well, I want to play a bard. And I know they haven't had a bard since season 1.
Yeah.
So then it became tough because Sam already played the ultimate bard. He played Scanlan. And I mean, it's as bardy and bawdy as you can get. So I was like, well, that would be the type of character I should default to. So what can I do? How can I turn this on his head? So I thought, how cool would it be to make a bard with stage fright? How cool would it be to play a musician with social anxiety? What if it was all a farce? What if he really wasn't a bard? You know, what if he was something else trying to pretend to be a bard and stuck in this? Like, I think if Dorian were like playing his role as a royal, he'd be more like a paladin or something like that. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make him a sword bard, classically trained. What do you do when you grow up in royalty? You're taught how to fight, but you're also taught the finer things in life, like music and poetry. So he's got all the qualifications of a bard, but he's a liar. So he's got stage fright and social anxiety. So yeah, that's where he was born out of. And as he found his role within the two separate groups, Crown Keepers, Hell's Bells, he really found his place.
To be fair, being a liar is also one of the qualifications for being a bard.
I heard that a lot in the beginning. Dorian did lie a lot in the start of the story, and I didn't even realize it because, like, I'm not a liar. And then I kept finding myself being like, why am I lying to these people? And I realized that was the basis of his whole story. If he didn't lie, he was gonna, out himself immediately. So, and I think it was also playing a character like this, I found it to be, because I don't have those parts of myself that are like, I don't have like much social anxiety. I'm pretty good with people. I'm a people person. But to play that, I constantly found myself lying to shield myself. So I was like, well, how interesting is that? This character is doing something that I don't do because I'm inhabiting him because of the way that I built him. So I guess I was just playing true to the character, and there we are.
It's always fun doing D&D to go, this character is so different from me, and now I'm finding weird parts of me that resonate with it. It's a self-exploration as well as being fun fantasy games.
Yeah, it creates empathy. It allows you to see things through the lens of somebody else. So, yeah, it's been just a pleasure. And who knows? He's out there floating around in Exandria somewhere right now.
He's got his brother back. God knows what's going on there. It's going to be great.
It's probably bad. I would guess whatever's happening right now is bad.
Have there been any developments for him that you did not see coming, but that you're glad happened? Like something that blindsided you, but that turned out to be just absolutely great?
Oh yeah, sure. A big one in EXU was his alignment shift. I was so certain that he was chaotic good, and then when confronted with real life problems, he made some morally dicey choices for the greater good. That was another trope I really liked, was friendship. I love the anime trope of like friendship. You can do anything with the power of friendship, right?
Yes.
But yes. I also wanted to turn that on its head, yes. Where you go, well, I would do anything for my friends. Well, I would do anything for my friends. so that's where things can get kind of morally gray. And I really enjoyed that part of it. When Abria flipped my alignment on me, I went, oh no, fun. Yeah, it was really exciting.
She's such a fun GM, and then she pulls something like that, and it's like, oh God, we might not live through this.
But it's true to how we were playing it, so yeah.
Well, it was a pleasure to watch you on Critical Role, and I hope that you are able to come back for EXU or for another stint in the main game, or just, like, at all.
No goodbyes, only see you laters.
I love it. Speaking of see you laters, is there anything you would like to say to your fans?
Well, I always talk to my fans, and I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining all of us. I know the world's been weird and dark and strange, and there have been some good and some bad in the last few years. A lot of bad, but a lot of good too. And I hope whoever you are, wherever you are, you're finding a way to navigate those things in a good and healthy way, being there for your people. And I'm just honored to get to have to entertain you. It's the simplest, silliest thing you can do, and it's just my greatest pleasure to be able to. So.
It's so important, though. Entertainment is how we get through this.
It helps. It helps. And I'd like to say you were very entertaining. We have not seen each other in years. So if you would shake my hand, it was an absolute pleasure to spend some time and chit-chat a little with you. I'm glad to see you doing good, too.
Thank you. It's been a wild one, but
Yeah.
It has been so good talking with you today. Thank you so much for taking the time. I know you have 1,000 people lined up waiting for you right
Is it
now.
1,000? They'll be fine.
I'm going to go with the whole con's out there just for you.
We'll get to them.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.